Here's a scenario everyone wishes they had the exact answer to. My goal in making this video is as follows. With the Weekly Wealth Digest last week, we talked about the paradigm shift, the inevitable collapse of the US dollar monetary system as we know it. What I want to do today is to run by a few scenarios that I have considered as real possibilities. Here are 7 likely scenarios that could happen if the dollar died in the next 5 years. Obviously, the longer this pattern shift takes, newer options could be on the table. China overtaking the US currency is nil today, but in 10 to 15 years, it could be a real possibility. Oftentimes, people make predictions about the US dollar, forgetting that liquidity is still going to be a very important factor in whatever the new currency will become. Here we go. Number 7, the United States issues a new currency backed by a commodity like oil, gold, or possibly a basket of several commodities. Number 6, US, Canada, Mexico, and possibly even the EU create a super currency backed by over 50% of global GDP. Number 5, the IMF introduces the SDR, a currency already in place as a new global reserve currency to stabilize the markets and world economies. Number 4, world markets flood into the euro, the only currency even close to having the infrastructure to absorb the reserve status. Number 3, several currencies arise as replacements. Swiss francs, the euro, renminbi, and whatever currency replaces the dollar within the US. Number 2, markets turn to digital currency, private cash issued by JP Morgan and other large banks. Number 1, gold. For a short time, the world may only trust gold in a transition period, possibly with a multiple of nations backing a new currency or a merger of currencies with physical gold backing. Remember, I said 5 years. If given more time, I think it becomes more and more likely that the paradigm shift transfers from the American empire to Asia, either with a gold-backed renminbi or an Asian bloc currency that could include Russia, China, and India, giving this bloc superpower status for the next 150 years. We really don't know how this is going to end, so always keep in mind that even after losing the world reserve currency, our nation will still be a major player, just as London continued to be after the US dollar took over as reserve currency. Financial markets used to center around London. In my lifetime, it's always been in New York. I suspect that the new financial capital of the world will be in Asia, Hong Kong, or Singapore. Enjoy your Thanksgiving meal tomorrow. We have a lot to be thankful for. I am thankful for all of you. Each comment, email, and conversation I have had on YouTube and with FutureMoneyTrends.com subscribers is very important to all of us here at FutureMoneyTrends.com. Thank you. You may also want to check out The Death of King Dollar.
If the dollar loses its reserve currency status, the U.S. will have to pay its debt with real value instead of just increasing its money supply. It could not sell bonds to foreign countries as it does now at such low rates of return. Interest rates could easily rise high enough that the U.S. government would have to spend half of its income just to pay for the interest on previous borrowing. This is why the Fed will say and do anything to keep interest rates low. Many large countries have been making major moves in the last 5 years to stop transacting in U.S. dollars. In July of this year, at the 6th annual